Going on to the next game now, and this was an absolute shocker. Manchester City 2, Leicester City 5. The first time Pep Guardiola's side has conceded 5 goals in a game. Now, I watched part of this game. It was a very good game, to be fair, but Man City just looked rubbish. Leicester just, every time Leicester got the ball, they looked like they were going to do something, and that's what happened virtually in the end. With Vardy getting a hat-trick, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, a hat-trick. Maddison scoring a banger, and who was the last goal scorer? Tielemans. And I don't know who scored for Man City, but they just looked rubbish. I mean, for me, when Fernandinho went off, that was game over for City. All the passes from Rodri in midfield went either sideways or backwards, and Man City don't normally play like that. So for me, Fernandinho was the key factor. What about you guys? Because it was a very interesting game as well.
Well, Dan, you have said it in the past. Man City kind of aging now. You said they won't have as much chances to win the title, and I think this game especially sort of shows us that. And I think I'm believing you at this point.
Yeah.
Like, if we play like that for the rest of the season, they could be a mid-table team.
Yeah, but what did you think about it, Alex? Because nobody expected Leicester to come out the blocks like that. I know beating Burnley 4-2 was all right, but that's Burnley. This is Man City.
I mean, it's a mixture of City not having a striker and having an absolutely shocking defence at the moment. Like, 3 of their back 4 conceded a penalty in that game, and that's not what you want. Benjamin Mendy is not up to scratch at the moment. Same with Eric Garcia. I can tell why they're trying to get rid of him. He seemed like he was playing rugby with that helmet on, even.
Yeah.
And then Kyle Walker's just getting a bit too old for me. He's still fast, but he's not good defensively for me. And yeah, I think they had enough chances to score a few more goals, but Leicester were just, on the counter attack, they were just unstoppable, and the defence couldn't control Vardy running at them 24/7. So yeah, I think that's the reason they got 3 penalties. Some of the penalties could have been controversial, but I think most of them were clear and obvious penalties. So yeah, very good for Vardy. I've seen that stat that he's got 9 goals against Pep Guardiola sides, more than any other player. So a good start for him. And he's getting better with age, which is a very good sign for Leicester.
Fine wine.
But I've just seen these couple of stats that I've highlighted here. John Stones, Man City have spent 411 million on just their defence.
Really?
Yeah, right. It's shocking, I know. Right, I'll read the players out, and I'm going to say who's a flop, and you guys say who's a flop or not. So, let's create our own section. Flop or not. Right, okay. So, Man City, defence, let's go. Right. John Stones, 50 million. Flop. Alex. No
It wasn't a flop.
No way. He is such
he's
a
flop at City. He was brilliant at us. He went to City.
About at City, though.
Flop.
Yeah, he's a flop.
Right, okay,
50 million.
Flop.
Benjamin Mendy, 49 million.
Flop.
Kyle Walker, 50 million. I would say no. I think he's been quite.
He's on the border because he was good to win the season.
On and off.
Now he's a flop, but I'd probably go 50-50. He's not 50 million. Not worth 50 million.
Nah.
Emerick Laporte, 57 million.
Not flop.
Not flop. I think he'll been quite.
He's a good centre back.
You're not too keen, Joe? Oh.
He's decent. I don't think he's worth 57.
I think he is a bit overhyped as well. Like, he's not really done much for City, and he's still considered one of the best Premier League centre backs. So
yeah,
but I think he'll be good.
Yeah. Now Zinchenko, 3.4 million. I won't say flop. I think that's.
I mean, it's a good price, but he's not the best player. So
considering he is a midfielder, but they're playing him a left back, which I don't get. But
yeah.
Danilo, who went to Juventus last summer or this summer, 26.9 million. Flop.
Flop.
Yeah. Angelino, who has gone on loan to RB Leipzig this season, 5.3 million. Flop. I mean,
Flop.
flop. I would say he's a flop. I know. Did they buy him and
good
then
for
loan
life.
him out? But they had him for like half of last season, and he didn't really do
Hmm.
anything.
Played him at left wing at the time, didn't he?
Or left wing back. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Next one, 60 million. João Cancelo.
Flop.
Flop.
If you're paying that much and not starting him at right back or left back,
They-
I don't get the point.
They've paid 110 million for both of their right backs, and none of them are any good.
60 million, you're looking at a world-class defender, and
Yeah.
he's not.
Yeah. No, that's a good point though, because Harry Maguire's the most expensive defender, and he's 80 million. And Van Dijk, you could say, was the best defender, and arguably he is, for 75 million. So if you're looking around that, you are looking at a world-class, if not better,
Yeah.
right back.
If you're looking around that budget, that should be one of the best in the world.
And right backs cost less than centre backs nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true that. Another one, I think this was this year, but he's not one of the best players, or we've not seen him play. Issa Kabore. I can't really say anything about him. Exactly. They got him for 4
Oh
million.
yeah, he hasn't played. I think I don't know. I don't know.
And some new transfer news that came in this week. Ruben Dias, centre back, 65 million. Do you reckon he'll be a flop?
I think he'll be a flop.
65 million?
That's more than we'll
Not a chance. It's going to be a flop.
Like we've seen Jeremy Mathieu from Barcelona. He was a terrible centre back at Barcelona, but somehow playing for Sporting, he's been their player of the season. So yeah, anyone who plays in Portugal isn't the best, except Bruno Fernandes, obviously. Never mind. And Ronaldo.